Good morning, brother TC. Today is Saturday, July 26th or July 2026. Man, what a week, bro. What a week. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing amazing. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough. And sometimes I feel like I'm doing too much, So I know last week I got kind of shook and I had to, my campaign manager, he had to talk me down because I was about to relinquish my spot as the secretary just because for the Cochran Reparative Justice Commission, just because I have so much on my plate. And that secretary position is demanding. It's very, but my brother told me, hey, you got this. He kind of gave me a pep talk. And he was like, look, download Chat GPT Pro, and it will literally do it for you. Yeah, it costs $20 a month. But all you got to do is put your information in there, send them the meeting notes, and it'll line everything up perfectly. So yes, thank you, Chat GPT. Thank you even more to Brother Will Townsend for the pep talk and saying, hey, do not take yourself out of that prime position as a board member for an organization that the lineage feels is really going to make big moves. And we're already making them. So again, big shout out to Brother Will for giving me that pep talk and being like, look, let's try something else. Let's try a different angle. I know it's a lot because Brother TC, being a secretary is a lot, bro. A lot. And a lot, pretty much the basis or the groundwork for that organization comes from the notes that the secretary keeps. So I think that is the biggest part where not that I didn't feel like I could do it, but that I doubted myself, and in this line of work, we cannot doubt ourselves. We got to move forward, So yeah. So that was the first one. So again, Brother Will, he got 3 happy birthdays. It's his birthday month. Actually, in 2 days is his birthday. So not only did he get to hear me for Washington Equity Now Alliance, if it's someone's birthday for that month, I sing them happy birthday to you, right? So Will got that 3 times, and now he's about to get another shout out. Happy birthday, brother. That makes 4. And again, thank you for helping me get over that hurdle. And I'm very glad I did not try to step away from that position because it really is something awesome. The Cochran Reparative Justice Commission is still going strong. We didn't, so all 4 board members, myself included, I believe I already signed. Or no, it ain't even me. I don't have to. It's the people that have to sign the banking information. I think there's 4 people that are assigned to that process inside the organization. So they all have to sign with the bank, and then we'll have the bank account. Hopefully today at 3 o'clock I'll get some good news, and we about to start this website up, because then I can send it to you. And really, if you can see, I'm already smiling because it is amazing, bro. So yeah. But they're doing good. We are doing good, and I did not relinquish my spot on the board due to my brother Will, campaign manager, really making things happen. So yep, that is good. Washington Equity Now Alliance, my board membership there is good and standing good. They actually, Jesse Weinberry, which was the old congressman who handed the Japanese internment camp victims those reparations checks, he actually got invited to the Thomas Jefferson Foundation. So, like, because he, remember how I told you last week he went to the scenario under Robert Hemings is who he went in costume as. Robert Hemings was the actual brother-in-law of Thomas Jefferson. He was an American Negro. His sister, the Hemings sister, was married and had babies. He kept on pretty much raping her, graping, whatever you say, and he kept on having her bear his children, right? So that foundation is still alive. So because they have the Thomas Jefferson memorial and they had never heard this story, they literally paid for him to go from Washington State all the way out to Virginia. Monticello, yes, bro. Yes. And so he got invited out there. He's going up there on Monday, tomorrow, because of the story he told. But the story he told was of the first draft to the Constitution, where Thomas Jefferson denounced slavery, denounced the British Crown, which forced slavery and pretty much introduced all of us to it, all people to that. Remember, we were the 13th colony, right? So when he came back and said, hey, because he had this American Negro as his roommate, the only person helping him see through it, and also living through his mistress, wife, whatever you want to call, Sally Lou Hemings, I believe was her name. While he was doing that, he's looking at this young man, actually loved this young man as a brother-in-law, right? And so this young man, but his story is untold because he was an American Negro, right? So these people at this Thomas Jefferson Foundation had never heard this story, and so they're having him come up there to tell the story that he told the Congress that a couple weeks ago, like I told you, and the story that literally had the Democratic Party vote unanimously to put United States chattel slavery as the Democrats' #1 issue. Yeah, big things are happening. Washington Equity Now is definitely now Alliance. Washington Equity Now Alliance is definitely moving and shaking. So we have to give credit where credit is due, and definitely hand that out to Jesse Weinberry. And he's now an attorney Weinberry, that's kind of showing us through the ropes and getting us to at least a statewide victory that will turn into a national victory for all descendants. So that's what's going on with Washington Equity Now Alliance. Tanisha sent me a letter for an invite for all of us just to get together and kind of, break bread, be able to talk, and kind of game plan on where our next motions are going to be, or our next moves. And so I'm looking forward to that. Empower Movement is another huge Americans with Disability Act, and, Walk Washington, or Disability Walks Washington. There's a whole, or disability mobility. There's a whole bunch of things that tie into Empower Movement. And so we're just really trying to, we created it before I left, and now we're just trying to breathe life into it and make it an actual organization moving the needle out there in Washington. Yes, sir. So, housing. Definitely took a step back with that. I got a new case manager. I think I told you that the other week. And so now I'm working with them. This lady is definitely not as gung-ho. And it definitely ain't looking like 2 months like I thought. But, going to get my Delaware ID this next week. And then I can really start filling out applications and get on the to-do list to get me in an apartment. So that's a good thing. Isn't happening. It's not happening as fast as I had hoped, but it's happening. So that puts a smile on my face. Oh, crap. I forgot about the campaign. Right. So, the Delaware run for 2028 as an at-large candidate here in Wilmington is looking good. I talked to Sister Jade, Lioness Crowned, the other day, and we are going to put together, we're going to have Lioness Crowned, who kind of is the weaver of the basket, and the direction that I look on the front facing side of things, like as far as campaign slogans, talks how things look. She's an amazing activist, and her organizational skills are bar none. She is absolutely amazing, so she's going to help myself, Brother Will, which is my campaign manager, Sister No Taxation Without Representation, who has ties with the Hill in DC, and No Taxation, and of course the founder of the Redemption Party, Dr. Ashaki Nichols. We're all those five of us are going to kind of really dig into what my campaign looks like, what the words and verbiage and the things I say. You remember I said before, the three tenets we stand on is fiscal responsibility, limiting limiting federal powers by empowering local power, which is the state and the locale where you live in, and kind of taking things out of the federal spectrum and placing it in the locale, whatever that looks like in whatever state you reside in. Those are the three platforms that the Redemption Party stands on. So just getting better at those. I mean, you seen the first time I had to get stuff written down, and now it's just kind of in my head, and just kind of beat it into the brow until I'm saying it in my sleep. That's the idea. So yeah, but it's looking good. Come on, 2028. I signed up for, they meet at the city council every first and third Thursday here in Wilmington. So I'm going to start showing up, at least virtually. I'm sure I'll make a couple appearances, in person, but virtually I really want to be a presence so they get familiar with my face, my verbiage, and they can pick up what I'm putting down, So just striving towards the goal, brother. Gratitude, huge gratitude to number one, you, TC, as usual, for letting me speak it from the mountains and say it loud and proud. Thank you for this little window into my soul and what I'm doing. I have huge gratitude with the Cochran Reparative Justice Commission. Keep on track. I will be the best secretary I can be, and man, we're doing awesome things. Come on with that website, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's make it happen. The Most High make that happen so we can show that we're not just talking, we're actually doing. CRJC really is here to stay and really here to clean up the horrible atrocities that have happened to our people, one shipwreck at a time. So thank you. Washington Equity Now Alliance, where I sit as a board member. Very thankful for the knowledge and the skills. Learning how to shut my huge mouth from time to time. And sometimes, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. We're supposed to listen more than we talk. And I'm learning that Washington Equity Now Alliance really has shown me a couple good instances of that, and I'm still there and still got a voice. So that's amazing. Empower Movement, gratitude just for keeping me in the disability loop and staying with some amazing people like myself with disabilities, but from their work you would never be able to tell until they show you with themselves, that they want to open up and let you in, that they're disabled. You would have no idea. These people are amazing. Shout out to American Renewal 1870, which is an organization I've joined and hope to be a board member of one day. I'm hoping bringing education and empowering minds. So their mission statement is to educate the Black American people, freedmen, American Negro, however they self-identify, to empower and inspire, or educate and inspire are the two things. So between those four organizations, I believe I'm really sitting in a place to make and extract real change from this government who has always oppressed our people. So, but again, thank you, TC, for all you do, bro. Seriously. Yeah, till next week. Hopefully, I'll have a little bit more